Hey guys, it's your girl Jennifer Land, the Crown Jewel, and I am back with another YouTube video. So, guys, it's late. I just wanted to go on and share a dream with you guys. This is a prophetic message from the Lord. As always, anytime you hear a word from anyone, always take it back to the Lord to see if that word is in fact for you. So, I'm going to get started. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but this is a video dealing with men. This could be related to um, men, women that God has told you that are your spouses, your future husband, your future wife. And so this is dealing with the parents of the very person that may be called to be your wife or your husband that God has shared with you. This is your person. And so I had a dream where there was this young boy and there was a battle going on between his parents. And when I say battle, there was a lot of just dysfunction. There was screaming, there was shouting between this couple. Okay, this is the parents. It was a little boy, and his parents were basically arguing in front of him, just going back and forth with each other. And so the parents, they were together, they were going to be separating. I'm not sure if they were married in the dream, but I know that they were together at one point, and the father was basically, he was, like I said, even though they were fighting, the father was more aggressive than the mom. Okay. And so the father was getting ready to leave. Okay. Let's just say the wife, he was getting ready to leave and he wanted to take his son with him. Now, I was in the dream, I was observing all of this, and I was telling someone as I was watching this fight that was going on between the parents. And again, the son was right there watching all of this as the parents were fighting. But in the dream, I was telling someone that, this child is going to be traumatized by this. And I was saying this because in the dream, I was telling the person, I know they're going to be traumatized because this is something that I went through. Now, in real life, I didn't go through anything like this, but I was just saying this. I felt like God was allowing me to say this to be able to understand the pain that this child was going to experience behind what his parents was exhibiting in front of him. Okay, so this is fighting, this is dysfunction, this is a broken home. And so the father was wanting to take the child and he was wanting to leave the wife. He was wanting to go on with his son, live his life, but the mom did not want to separate from her child. And so, again, the son, he's seeing all the argument, the dysfunction, a broken home, and he's traumatized by this, but he's not seeing any, he's not saying anything. Okay, so it ends up, the scene ends up switching where the father ended up getting the son, but the little boy, he was going to his mother's house because there was things that he needed, where he wasn't getting it from his father. Okay, and so he went to his mom's house one day and he wanted to get some food and some other things. It was almost like he was being neglected by his father, but again, his father was very aggressive. And so it was almost like he was afraid to be able to go and communicate with the mom and share that, to share with her that he needed these things because he didn't want the father to find out. The wife or the mom ended up helping the young boy. Okay, and she was just telling him to be careful, just because of the ways of his father. Okay, and so the scene ends up switching again. And so at this point, the father and the son, they're in the house and they're walking downstairs in his basement. And the son was preparing to go take a shower, and the son starts saying that um he starts saying how he had been basically SA'd, and I don't know if many of you guys know. I'm sure you guys know what that is, but I don't want to take a chance and say it on YouTube. But he had basically been essayed by a close friend of the father's. This was like the father's best friend. And so he was saying, because the best friend of the father, which was a man, he made him do these certain acts. This was now a lifestyle that this young boy was taking on, and he began to enjoy certain things that this older male had introduced him to. And he was saying, this is even though he did these things to me, this is who I am, this is a part of my life, I enjoy it now. I was even though it wasn't right, this is who I am. And he went on to take a shower. The father was very um just he felt like broken inside when his son released this information to him. And so the father, he was just like in complete shock. And it was like he was just hurt, like he had let him down. Um, and that was basically the end of the dream. And so, what I wanted to share with you guys, I put up a post last week in regards to how many men, they don't know how to treat a woman. They don't know how to be in a successful relationship with the woman. And that is because they didn't have their father there. That is because they seen their fathers do certain things that was totally inappropriate, and it didn't represent what a man should have shown a young boy in order for him to become a good man, just in the world and even to a woman when he grew up. Okay. And the post, I also mentioned how there were people in the life of some of these young men that were close friends of the family that, that the family trusted and the young boys trusted. And these individuals completely took advantage of these young men in the wrong way. And so I say all this to say, whether you know who your person is or not, whether you know who your future husband is, and this is mainly a video for women that are desiring marriage, and maybe you know who your spouse is, you know who your future husband is, because God has revealed these things to you. Many of these men, if you are in separation with these men right now and you're wondering, why are they acting this way? Why are they doing this? Why are they, they're fighting all these different demons. They're doing XYZ. A lot of this has come because of the parents. And so, I mainly focused on the father. I will do a video about the mother, but God showed me this specifically about the father. And that is because many of these now men, they did not have the right representation when it comes to a father, when it comes to a role model, a manly role model in their lives as they were growing up. A lot of these men, they have seen dysfunctional things, inappropriate things from their fathers and other men in their lives. They have seen their fathers tear down women, cheat on women, beat women, break up the home, just all these different things. And so now these are traits that some of these men have taken on, and they need to be broken from it. Okay. Some of these men, like I said, they have been SA'd, and now they have this spirit on them where they need deliverance because they were taken advantage of as a young boy. And maybe they're doing certain things. Maybe this is a reason why they are, sleeping with a lot of different women. It's so many ways to look at this. But the main thing that God wanted me to wanted to show me in this dream was that a lot of the men, they need deliverance. They need to be freed from just things that they have went through in their life, things, the love that they did not get from their fathers, the dysfunction, the inappropriate acts that they have seen from their father. This is things that they are carrying in their life right now. Okay. And there have been many men that I have seen and I've talked to where they seen their father when they were young boys bounce from woman to woman. You may hear a lot of men say, Papa was a rolling stone, meaning he got around with a lot of women. And now his son has picked up that very trait. He has picked up that very trait. And so this is almost like a generational curse that he may need to be broken from if this is something that has trickled down in the family year after year. So you guys definitely want to pray over these men. If you see certain things in them, you may see aggression, you may see them bouncing from woman to woman, you may see that they don't have any stability. Maybe some of these men, they may not even be able to show the characteristics of being able to be a provider and just responsible. Maybe they're irresponsible when it comes with money. Whatever the case is, a lot of these men, they have seen this from the men in their lives, mainly the father figure. It could be a biological father, stepfather, uncle, older cousin, a mom's boyfriend, whatever the case may be. They have picked up a lot of inappropriate things from these father figures in their lives. And again, many of the fathers have not even been there. So because they have not been in their sons' lives, a lot of these men, they don't know how to treat a woman. Now, this is not for every man out there, okay? This is not for, because I know some men follow the channel. This is not for every man out there, but there are some broken men that are out there that you guys may be standing for, okay? And God has told you this is your future husband. You're wondering why they have did certain things. It was because of the lack of mentorship that they got from their father, or even just men, older men in their lives. They didn't show these young boys as they were growing up the right path to take. Okay, a lot of times people think that kids are just, they're in their own world and they're not paying attention. And I say it so much. I remember so much from when I was a child. People think that kids are not paying attention, but they are watching and they are paying attention to everything. So again, if um if there's a young boy and they had fathers in their life, they had their father in their life. The one thing a young boy wants to be like, he wants to be like his father when he grows up. And even if those things that the father displayed was inappropriate, 9 times out of 10, that young boy is going to follow in the footsteps of his father because he looks at him like a hero. Now, this isn't for everybody. Some people, they had fathers that just, they really treated the family bad. They did all these different things. And you may hear a man say, I don't want to be anything like my father. But again, you guys may have had some spouses that have said, I was taken advantage of when I was a young boy by a family friend or somebody in a family. Now they're battling all these different things because they were taken advantage of. And that is something that needs to be dealt with before a marriage can even be put in place. So these are different areas that the Lord wants you guys to be able to pray over these men, that they get the healing and the deliverance that they need because of the lack of stability when it came to a father, the lack of mentorship, the lack of responsibility, and just the lack of guidance, okay, that they didn't have with their fathers. They just didn't have it. Okay. So I just wanted to share that dream with you guys. I don't know if anybody can relate. I don't know if you know who your future husband is. Maybe he shared some things with you that may be similar to what I'm sharing with you guys now. And God is saying he wants you to be able to pray for that man in this area. Okay. So that is it. That is all. This is your girl Jennifer Lynn, the crown jewel, and I will talk with you guys next time.